We have to study about malware or the malicious softwares. Malware or the malicious software is any program or file that is harmful to the computer user. There are different types of malwares like computer virus, worms, Trojan horse, which can steal your protected data, delete the documents, or add software that is not approved by you. Without your knowledge, the softwares get loaded on your system and they harm your computer. There are different types of malware, as I said, virus, worm, Trojan horse, spyware, adware, spam, and many others. Now, first thing that we will talk about is computer virus. A computer virus is one type of malware that inserts its virus code to multiply itself by altering the program and application. It's just like we get infected from coronavirus or some any external bacteria coming to our body and multiplying itself and making us sick. Same way, computer viruses are actually the bad programs that infect our computer, and once they enter our system, they start multiplying, and by sharing the infected files or sending mails which have viruses, we get this infection. Even less harmful computer viruses can significantly disrupt the system performance. These computer viruses have different examples like code red, creeper. All these are the different viruses. Creeper was the first virus that was developed in 1971. Next is worms. Worms are little different from the viruses. A computer worm is of course a malicious or a bad program. It also replicates itself and produces of its own kind, and it affects the function of software and hardware programs. A worm can replicate itself without any human interaction. Means without your work, you did not download, you did not open, then also it can replicate and copy down, and it does not need any attachment to itself. Like just viruses, they need to be attached, they are present in some files or some emails, and when you download it, it infects your system. Worms almost always cause at least some harm to the network, even if only by consuming bandwidth. Meaning of bandwidth is the amount of data that is transferred on the network. So it affects the bandwidth, whereas viruses almost always corrupt or make changes in computer. Means your operating system or application files, they make them corrupt so that your computer does not start. Example is code red and iron worm. Trojan horse. Now, a Trojan horse is a type of malware which does not actually seems to be harmful. You will feel like, okay, this is not so harmful, but it cannot also multiply like viruses so that it can infect many files, but it gives the remote access to the hackers or the other people who want to take use of your computer from the infected computer, and they can take your personal information as well. So it's quite harmful. However, it does not seem to be that harmful, but this is a very big weapon. You can say the weapon for cyber thieves and hackers. They use this Trojan horse for stealing the data from the users. Some examples are banker, DOS, downloader, game thief. Next is the spyware. As the name suggests, spyware are such softwares that infects our computer and spies, means takes out your personal data. These programs can record personal information from whatever it is, your search history or your browsing history or your login credentials. You enter your name, ID, password, and these all can be stolen by the spywares. It is actually a exe file, means executable file. You install and run it, and then it will record all your personal informations. It, the basic purpose of spyware is to keep an eye on your activity, what you are doing. It's stealing your secrets and misuse of the memory. Even your memory, locations, your pictures and other things can be misused if they have the prevent from spywares. Be careful while downloading, especially the commercial softwares, like you try a trial version, and after trial version you pay and get the other upgraded version. And freeware means free software that are available online. We should not download it from anywhere. Just it should be a reliable website. Next is use removable tools like Spyboot, Spycheck, and others. Next, more one thing is that you should be very confident or very careful while downloading these spyware tools. Why? Because sometimes these tools are also infected, and sometimes these spywares are present as cookies. Cookies are like it's a waste. You can say waste documents or some features that get downloaded when you open the websites. So there are some spywares that are in form of these cookies that is automatically downloaded when you open any website or something. So you should regularly delete the cookies from your system. Now the next one is spam. Now what is actually a spam? Spam is a problem which every day usually you see in your mobile phones or your email IDs, lot of messages or emails coming in unwanted. Like buy this, you get bonus, you get bonanza, and then this is a just for 250 you get such big dress or like that. So spams are the unwanted emails. These are generally sent by advertising companies or the industry companies which send unwanted emails for advertisement to millions and millions of users at a time. It's not just like they target you said. It just sends overall to millions of users at a time. It's like waste. It just occupies your memory and creates problem for the speed. As memory is occupied, the speed becomes slow. How to prevent? We just regularly delete it. Use the tools for this detection anti-spam filtering tools to block the spams. And next is don't open any unknown emails, because nowadays what happens, these emails might have a virus attachment, and if once you open it you will get infected with the virus. So we should not be opening these spams. And therefore one last thing is that we should be properly aware of. You should read more and more, or we should attend such programs, or there should be such programs organized so that people get aware and they are not infected by these. Last one that we will do today is the adwares. Adware are the unwanted programs that appear on your computer when you open something, you open some website or something, it gives a prompt, download this browser, or otherwise there are a lot of viruses in your computer. Like this, it threatens you, just it displays that it's for advertisement, and the computer asks you to download this program. However, it is unwanted. So it harms the network also, and it also slows down the speed of your computer, because as you know these programs are unwanted. You don't need it, just for advertisement it is put up so that the viewers can see and download it. So altogether, so we just for a quick revision, we did so many malicious or the bad programs. Like we started with virus, worms, then spywares, and then adwares, and spam. So this was all for about the bad programs or the malicious softwares that affect our system. With viruses, what are the symptoms of viruses, what are the types of viruses, and how can we protect our computer from viruses. So that's all. Thank you.